Hi you guys, it's Jamie Tallulah, and I am here for a quick tutorial on how I made what I'm going to call my cupcake ribbon flowers. There are probably a blue million tutorials on how to get this effect, but I'm just going to show you how I did it, and there you go. Okay, so it's not going to be very long because it's really easy. So what you'll need is you'll need some ribbon. The ribbon I used was this very stiff ribbon. You can hear it. I used this stiff ribbon, and you could probably use fabric. You could probably use a wider, a wider ribbon. Smaller would be kind of difficult, I guess, but you could do it. So this is about 1.25 inches wide, and basically I just cut a length that I felt comfortable working with. So I have this very long length. Then the next thing you want to do, basically, after you cut it, is I'll start at the other end here, is you have your ribbon, or you could, like I said, you could use fabric. You can have your ribbon and fold it in half. And you could either, I've seen some people where they sew theirs or hot glue it. The first time I did it, I hot glued it, so I'll just show you a little bit. You could do this. Take your ribbon and do a little hot glue down the side, and then fold it up, which is what I did for the first one. Okay, and then you have, and do that all the way down, and then you have this little tubey thing, and so on. Because of the stiffness of the ribbon I have, you don't really need to do that. You can just fold it in half, crease it all the way down. So folded it, creased it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And then I started cutting it already, so I'm just going to continue from there. All you have to do is then snip on the ends. Okay, so I'll just show you quickly. Just go through and snip. And you could be really precise and persnickety. I just don't care, so I just sat there and did this all the way down to whatever length you want. Okay, and like I said, if you there's a blue million tutorials on this stuff, so, but that's what I did. So I'm not going to keep cutting, so you can cut. Now then, what I did, which may be a little different than what other people did, I don't know, is I got my hot glue gun over here. I took the end and rolled it in, just straight solid, no catty corner or anything like that. Roll it in. I'm hoping you can see this. Just roll it in a little bit. Let's see. And then stick a little bit of glue right there. And I'm pretty much a messy crafter because it doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to do it and it'll get done. So then just keep rolling it and rolling it. And then when you feel it needs some glue, I kind of like smushed it a little bit so it would kind of go round. And if you want to, like as you see, I didn't glue this all the way down the edge. And if it gets a little puffy like here, I don't like that. So I just put a little glue on the inside and a little glue there and keep rolling. Just keep it rolling, ladies, keep it rolling. And roll and roll and roll. And that's basically all I did. And then put some more glue and keep rolling. And then on one side it looks like that, so hopefully you can see. Let me see if I can focus it for you. So one side it looks like that, and then these little beads of glue, I just put the glue gun on it and keep rolling it to heat it up. So just keep rolling. And you can fast forward through this part because I'm using my phone, so if you want. I'm just going to keep rolling and then put some glue, tack glue. And this is like I was saying here, it's getting kind of bunchy. If you don't want that and it makes it difficult, just put some glue in there and keep on going. And you want to try to keep it round as you can get it on the bottom, sorry. So that you'll keep going. Otherwise you'll have some odd shape. See, just keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving. And see how this little glue dot is there is drying? I'm going to just put the edge of the heat gun on it and keep going. I'm hoping you can see. Is this good? I should have used the darker color, but I had this one cut, so. And just keep cutting. I may trim this in the video so that you can just see. And then, here you go. Keep going. Alright, what I'm going to do is cut this off, and then I'll come back when I have it all wrapped up to the end. Okay, now as I go along, I'll just kind of turn it over on the other side and kind of smush it out, fan it out to see how big it is. And then, so say the edge, and then just keep going. Okay, so then I'm going to cut off there, and if you look at it, you want to make sure that it's even on the bottom. So let me turn it this way so you can see it. It's even on the bottom. Then when you get to about as far as you want it to go, so I think I'm just going to go a little bit further here. A little more glue. Okay. I want it just a little bigger. Bigger is better. You know that commercial on TV? Bigger is better. That's my philosophy. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off here. So I'm just going to take this. Oops, you can't see that. And cut where I want it to end. Just snip it on off. And then put the glue on the whole little area. And then just roll that on up. So you get that. So you're left with this area here. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and put a little bit right there. Just so it stays closed. Okay. And then that's what you have on top. And then at the bottom, you're going to put a little cap on it. So, cut a piece of an extra piece. Okay, just big enough to go on the bottom. And put glue. I kind of just warm up the glue that you can see in there. So you see that glue there. Warm that up again so it melts. And then add new glue all over the bottom. All over the bottom. And Mr. Man's in the kitchen. And then put your piece right on the bottom of that. Smush it down. And you can push it on the table too. If it's too hot. Till you have that. And then just go ahead and trim around it. That way you don't have to worry about trying to cut the circle and keep going until you fill up the circle. You don't have to worry about overlapping it. It's just another way to do a flower. And I thought it was relatively easy to do. So I did that. Just trim this off. And, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to end up putting it on a project anyway. So just like that. Okay. And then I just went ahead and pulled this stuff out, fan it out. And I'm putting some pressure on here so it holds up. And then you kind of want to get that center open a little bit. Okay, so I'm just pushing that out, pushing it out. You can fluff it up. Like I said, you could use material thicker, whatever, add some other stuff. So there's that. And then on the bottom, Okay. Now on the other ones I used the same color, but I just used this one so you could see it better. Then, if you want to add an embellishment in the middle, let's see, like I did for all of the other ones, you can do that as well. So let me see. I have a can O beads. Can O beads over here to just, you know, pick out whatever you think is interesting to put in your center. I'm looking for a bead here, y'all. I should have done this first, but oh well, I didn't do it. See, I'll show you my can O beads. See, here's my can O beads. This is just an extra tin can of not junk, but just leftover bits and stuff. So, oh, well, I might as well show you this. It's kind of off topic, but here's an example of my clay work with my wire work and my bead work all combined. Okay, and then I'll show you what I've been filming on. Yes, using my Martha Stewart with my camera right here. Okay, I'm gonna put you back on this on my makeshift tripod and try to find a bead real quick because I'm all off topic. But you know, hey, that's what we do on camera. We talk to each other because we're buds out there. You and me, we never part. Da dee da da. Okay, I'm about to just throw one in here. So here's one, and you can put whatever size will fit in there. So then I'm going to just put some hot glue right down there in the center of that. And you can't see that. And of course, now I need a new glue stick. Hold on. Isn't that just the way, huh? Isn't it just the way? So I'm just going to poke some glue in there. And it doesn't matter because I've got a relatively large kind of bead. So I'm just going to push that in. And you can push your stuff back up around it. Or I'll push mine back around it because I got so much glue in there. And there you have it. And if you turn it to the side and you keep pushing down, it kind of looks like a cupcake. Well, I hope you liked it, and it's longer than I thought, but yay! Okay, so another alternative would be to take 2 ribbons of different colors, and you could probably do 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Cut them the same, and what I did was I stuck one inside of the other, and then cut them both at the same time, and then take them apart and start to not glue them, but start to roll them together so that you get a multicolored piece. So you could do that as well and see how that works for you. Alright, bye! Okay, so this is just a little clip at the end. So basically I finished some other ones. Here's what the flower looks like when you use 2 colors of ribbon. So you automatically get a kind of variegated effect. And then throw in a bead in the center. This one you saw. Then I did 2 more out of grosgrain ribbon, and it works just as well. It's this blue that I had out of my Hobby Lobby haul. So, as you can see, I glued 3 little clear ones in the center, and then this is actually a half of a bead in there. So it works with grosgrain ribbon as well. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and you know, like I said, it's just what I did when I was messing around, so I'm pretty sure there's others similar or just like it out there. So have fun, have happy flower making time.